Welcome to Hello English Teacher. Today let's look at the extract based questions from the chapter Madam Rides the Bus from class 10 English. If you are watching my video for the first time, please subscribe. You can listen to the explanations of chapters from classes 10, 11 and 12 English. And don't forget to press the bell icon so that you get notified whenever I upload a video. Let's move on to the video now. So, Madam Rides the Bus is written by Valli Kannan. Let's look at the first extract. But for Valli, standing at the door was every bit as enjoyable as any of the elaborate games other children played. Watching the street gave her many new, unusual experiences. The most fascinating things of all was the bus that travelled between her village and the nearest town. It passed through her street each hour, once going to the town and once coming back. The sight of the bus filled each time with a new set of passengers was a source of unending joy for Valli. So let's look at the questions. Here is the first question. What was Valli's favorite pastime? To stand at the gate, to stand at the doorway and watch what is happening in the street, watch television with friends, listen to the gossip of the neighbors. So here the answer is B, to stand at the doorway and watch what is happening in the street. So question number 2, what was the source of unending joy for Valli? To play with friends, to visit the village fair, to watch the bus and the passengers, to read books. So here the answer is C, to watch the bus and the passengers. So question number 3, which word in the above lines mean interesting? Fascinating, elaborate, unending, enjoyable. So the answer is A, fascinating, which means interesting. So question number 4, where did the bus take the travelers? Between her village and the town, her village and the city, to the neighboring village, to the town. So here the answer is A, between her village and the town. So next question, what gave her the unusual experiences? Watching the street from her doorway, traveling in the bus, talking to neighbors or listening to the women speaking. So the answer is A, watching the street from her doorway gave her really new unusual experiences. So let's look at the second extract. It was slack time of the day and there were only 6 to 7 passengers in the bus. They were all looking at Valli and laughing with the conductor. Valli was overcome with shyness. Avoiding everyone's eyes, she walked quickly to the empty seat and sat down. It was a new bus, its outside painted a gleaming white with some green stripes along the sides. Inside, the overhead bars shone like silver. So question number 1, why were all passengers laughing at her? She was a small girl. She could not answer the conductor. She said she was a grown-up person. She was frightened to get in the bus. So the answer is C. She said that she was a grown-up person. That's why all the passengers started laughing at her. So question number 2, where was Valli going? On a bus journey to fulfill her desire, to the town and back, all of the above. So here the answer is all of the above. She was going on a bus journey in order to fulfill her desire and the journey was from the town, from her village to the nearest town. So question number 3, give the noun form of the word shy from the above passage. So is it laughing, gleaming, stripes or shyness? So the answer is D, shyness is a noun form of shy. So find a word that means shining. So is it slack, gleaming, stripes or overhead? So the answer is B, gleaming, which means shining. So question number 5, inside the bars shone like silver. What literary device is used in the above line? Metaphor, simile, personification or repetition? So the answer is simile because the word like is used. So it is B, simile. So let's look at the next extract. Her first journey, what careful, painstaking, elaborate plans she had made for it. She had thriftily saved whatever stray coins came her way, resisting every temptation to buy peppermints, toys, balloons and the like, and finally she had saved a total of 60 paise. How difficult it had been, particularly that day at the village fair, but she had resolutely stifled a strong desire to ride the merry-go-round even though she had the money. So let's look at the questions from this extract. Question number 1, who does her refer to in the above lines? Is it Valli, Valli's mother, Valli's aunt or the old woman in the bus. So here her is Valli. So question number 2, where was her first journey made to? So the village, to the nearby town, to the city or the neighboring village. So here the answer is to the nearby town. Question number 3, why had she resisted all temptations? To eat another day, due to fear, to save money for her ride or to sit alone. So she resisted all temptations to save money for her ride. So question number 4, what had been difficult for her? To make plans, to let go the merry-go-round, to spend enough money or to buy peppermints and toys. So what had been difficult for her is to let go the merry-go-round. So let's look at the next question. Find a word which means economical. Is it painstaking, resisting, thriftily or resolutely? So the answer is C, thriftily, which means spending very less money. So now let's go on to the next extract. The bus rolled on, now cutting across a bare landscape, now rushing through a tiny hamlet or past a tiny wayside shop. Sometimes the bus seemed on a point of gobbling up another vehicle that was coming towards them or a pedestrian crossing the road. But lo, somehow it passed on smoothly, leaving all obstacles safely behind. Trees came running towards them but then stopped as the bus reached them and simply stood there helpless for a moment by the side of the road before rushing in the other direction. So let's look at the questions from this extract. Question number 1. How does the bus go sometimes? Very fast, very slowly, stopping at every important stop, not stopping when required. So the bus sometimes moves very slowly. Question number 2. What literary device is used in trees came running towards us? Alliteration, personification, metaphor or simile? So the answer is B, personification, because human characteristics are attributed to the trees. They say trees came running. Question number 3. Find a word in the passage that means village. Is it hamlet, obstacles, pedestrian or wayside? So the answer is A, hamlet, which means a village. So next question, how did the bus pass? Very fast, roughly, smoothly or in a dangerous speed? So the bus traveled very fast. So let's look at the next question. What does the word gobbling up mean? To pass by, to swallow, to move together or to rush past? So gobbling up means to swallow. So now let's look at the next extract. Don't you want to have a look at the sights now that you are here all by myself? Oh, I'd be much too afraid. Greatly amused by the girl's way of speaking, the conductor said, but you weren't afraid to come in the bus. Nothing to be afraid of about, she answered. So let's look at the questions. Question number 1. Who is the girl mentioned in the passage? Is it Valli, Valli's mother, Valli's aunt or the old woman? So the answer is A, Valli. So let's look at the next question. Question number 2. Why did she not get off the bus at the town? She was frightened. She had no time. She wanted someone to accompany her. She did not want to get out. So the answer is A, she was frightened. So question number 3. What was the conductor's remark to her? You are a brave girl. You came alone in the bus. You could have come with your mom. I shall accompany you. So the answer is B, you came alone in the bus. Question number 4. What was the conductor's reaction to her reply? He felt sorry for her. He wanted to laugh out loud. He felt amused. He was angry. So the answer is C, he felt greatly amused. So question number 5. What did the conductor suggest? She should have a look at the sights outside. She should only sit inside the bus. She should not look outside. She can go and shop. So here the answer is A, she should have a look at the sights outside. So let's look at the last extract. But suddenly she saw a young cow lying dead by the roadside, just where it had been struck by some fast moving vehicle. Isn't that the same cow that ran in front of the bus on our trip to town? She asked the conductor. So here are the questions. When did she see the dead cow? While going to the town, while returning from the town, while standing at her doorway at the village fair? So the answer is B, while returning from the town, she saw the dead cow. So let's look at the next question. How did the cow die? It was hit by her bus. It was hit by some fast moving vehicle. It was sick. It was asleep. So here the answer is B. It was hit by some fast moving vehicle. So question number 3. Why did she recognize the cow? She had seen it in her village. It belonged to her friend. It ran in front of the bus when she was going to the town. It belonged to her milkman. So here the answer is C. It ran in front of the bus when she was going to the town and she had a good laugh at it. Question number 4. How did she react after seeing the dead cow? She felt frightened. She was horrified. She was overcome by sorrow and she did not bother about it. So here the answer is C. She was overcome by sorrow. So let's look at the last question from this extract. How did the incident affect Valli? It dampened her enthusiasm. She did not want to look out of the window. The memory haunted her, all of the above. So here the answer is D, all of the above. After seeing the dead cow, it dampened her enthusiasm. She did not look out of the window and this memory haunted her. I hope you liked today's video. For more informative videos, do subscribe to Hello English Teacher. Like, share and give your valuable comments below. Thank you for watching.